We're here on Friday because Friday is the end of the week. And we're here and we made it. It's crazy how these days just go by. They go by and they go by. So good morning. Today we're talking about not overheating. And this is, I'm going to tell you a little story about yesterday because it'll add up. We'll call it'll add up. So yesterday I had a long day of presentations, we'll call it. And I do it all from here. I do everything from this location. I stream it all out to the world. Obviously, I do this, but I just do it at bigger scales with larger organizations. So we had two full live streams, two full presentations, virtual. I say we because I have a team of people that helps me do what I do. It's not just Anthony out here in the world. There's literally no way I could do all the stuff that I do by myself. There's just none. So what I also realized is, man, things heat up. And so at the end of the day, I got through with I got a tattoo. Yep, I got a tattoo. Interesting question. Good morning, James West. So I had these long days of doing my presentations. In the middle of it, I had a long day in the evening. So what I did is I went ahead and I got a workout. And I went as fast as I could, got my workout done, got in the shower. And then I came back to the studio. And what I ended up having was this meeting. It was a stream live to a video, like a TV show that was down in, I think they're based in I want to say it's in Texas. Wherever the big stadium is, where's the big Dallas stadium? Wherever the big Dallas stadium is, I can't think of what I want to say it starts with an A. I don't know. Anyways, wherever the Dallas Cowboys stadium is located. Good morning, Angela. Good morning, Danny Trujillo. That's where their actual studio is located. So anyways, I stream in and everything's good, but then after 5 minutes in, all of a sudden we get to start the actual episode recording and my whole computer starts slowing down. And it's frustrating because I'm in the middle of an actual interview. And the computer starts slowing down. All my cameras won't work, and the thing starts it's getting all funky, not like it is now. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And then I realize what's going on. The computer, I go to touch it, and that thing could probably make an egg. It's right here in front of me. My computer could probably have made an egg. It was hot, it was overheating. So all of a sudden, I'm like, oh man, well, you know what? The computer's overheating. Here was my solution. I said, I got 15 minutes. It's like, all right, what we do in 15 minutes? I said, I'm gonna go take my computer, and I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna throw it in the freezer. I put my about $5,000 MacBook Pro into the freezer. Yeah, that's where it went. And in about maybe 10 minutes, that thing cooled down. We were able to rock and roll. We got it all done. Austin, no, it wasn't Austin. It's another city out there. It's not Austin, Texas. Wherever the Dallas Cowboys are stationed, located, situated, wherever they're at, that's where the big stadium. Maybe you guys can Google it while we're doing this and let me know, because it is bothering me now that I cannot think of what the name of where the city was. I've flown in there a couple times. So anyways, I realized this, the computer overheated. And what happens when things overheat, they start going slow, man. They start bogging down, they go slow. Think about your car. Your car, if it gets too hot, it starts to shut down, right? If your body gets too hot, you start to shut down. What's up, Arlington? Thank you, Deb. I appreciate it. I knew it was an A. I don't know. I couldn't think of it. Arlington, Texas. And that's where their studio was, by the way. I wasn't in Arlington, Texas. Your body shuts down if it gets hot. Computer shuts down if it gets hot. Car shuts down if it gets hot. Your electronics say crap. Everything, if it gets too hot and overheats, it shuts down. Now, the idea is, why does it overheat? Why does a computer overheat? Well, you know what the computer's doing? It's processing. What I have in my studio, you cannot see, is I got this Rodecaster Pro. I got an A10 Mini. I got a Stream Deck. I got one camera, two cameras. I got a third camera here. I got a screen, a screen, a screen, and a screen. 4 screens, and it's all running off this one laptop. And it's a beast, man. I got the absolute best one MacBook Pro that they can make. I made sure that if they made a better one, they just came out, because I paid a lot. Let's put it that way. This is my whole thing. Car overheated last week, and when I realized it's the processing. When we're processing a whole lot, the computer processes a whole lot, it gets to the point of getting so overheated that it shuts down. It doesn't work. It quite literally will stop working altogether. And I start thinking about how we as humans, and I'm not even joking, this was my thought yesterday. I'm like, man, we get to the same place every day sometimes. We overheat, we shut down. Why? We're processing too much. Vastly too much. And what do you mean by processing? Well, you got a lot in your head, man. Here's what I find a lot of people got a lot of dreams. They have no idea when things are going to get done. There's no organization. They got a lot kind of all going on. So they're thinking about all these things that are up in the air, and then they get this weird anxiety, but they still have to operate their lives. They still have to be in the relationship, be the parent, run the job, take care of these different tasks and duties and errands and get things done, pay the bills, and still got these ideas of, am I good enough? Can I operate this way? Should I go do this? We're always processing all this stuff, all of it. And we never do what I think is the most important thing. Self-care, man. You got to cool down. You gotta cool down. I put my laptop in the freezer. And sometimes we gotta cool off ourselves. We gotta pour ourselves away. This is why vacations work so well. You know that? Did you ever think about that? Why does a vacation work well? I'm gonna tell you why it works well. Because you get to walk away and rest, slow down, get your body, your brain, your processing to cool down. Then when you come back to your life, all of a sudden you feel much better. Now we think we gotta fly to Barbados to do this. You think you have to go to the Bahamas, you gotta go to Europe, you think you gotta go to a beach in Mexico to cool down. You do not. You know where you gotta go? Your backyard. I got a hammock in my backyard. I use my hammock in my backyard because every once in a while we gotta go disappear a little bit and pull ourselves out of this crazy process of life where we're just always running, always spinning, always going. And here's the thing, we're trying to serve at a high level. My computer is trying to serve me yesterday, but I was asking too much of it. And right now, I know there's somebody right now, listen, I don't know who it is, maybe it's you, that there's like, you're sitting there going, I got a lot going on, and I got this cup, man, and my cup, I can't pour out of it anymore because I don't have anything in it. I'm so overheated, I'm so processed that I'm trying to give to the people around me, I'm trying to love on the people around me that I don't have anything to give to them. And I'm burning up inside. I'm burning up. And I'm not saying me, I'm actually pretty good. I've had my few weeks of doing a little bit like internal, like, oh, man, I'm actually looking forward to this weekend not doing anything. I would love to do more handyman stuff with my wife this weekend. I got to fix a door because the heat expanded one of the doors of one of our properties, and so now it sticks. So I got to go fix this thing. But I like that stuff. My brain turns off. I get to go get a chisel and a hammer and a drill, and I'm really good with making things in my hands. And so like that stuff's a good release for me. But I'm telling you, what you got to focus on is in moments where you feel like you're processing just a little bit too much, to pause and breathe. Now there is something to having the ability to have strength to lean into these moments, to be strong enough to actually handle what's going on. Like you do want to build that strength, the capacity. You want to build your capacity, right? But at the end of the day, you do not want to run yourself to where you can't function properly. My computer quite literally couldn't function properly yesterday because it overheated. And for you, if you don't focus on the fact that you got to calm yourself down and cool out and zone out, take time to pull away, take a mini vacation, a brain vacation, take a staycation, stay at your own stinking house. Take the time. Then what happens is you get to the back end of your day and you're just toasted. You're smoked. I actually say that sometimes, like my brain is smoked. I'll say like, oh, my brain's smoked. And only you have control of this. No one else can come into your life and tell you to calm it down, cool your jets. Like they can, but only you will actually do it. And you got to give yourself permission to do this. Most of the ideas and dreams and aspirations that you got for your life, they are self-imposed. Most of them. You might have a boss, you might have a job, you might have a client that obviously you serve, but the majority of things you're doing, they're self-imposed, which means you got control over it. You can try to give me a good excuse as to why, no, it's got to be this way, Anthony. It's how it has to be. It has to be done this way. And I'll sit down with you, have a long conversation. At the end of that conversation, I will 99% guarantee you we'll find the place that's self-imposed. We will. There'll be that 1% where like you win. All right, this is really some real stuff. But the 99%, to be quite honest, my computer's doing that funky thing with the screen again. The 99% of the time, honestly, it ends up being something you've placed in front of yourself where you just haven't realized that you are the one in control of calming yourself, cooling your jets, and pulling back. So I'm going to tell you right now, it's on this Friday, take this weekend to relax. We're going into Father's Day weekend. And it's interesting because Father's Day weekend seems like nobody cares about Father's Day week. Mother's Day is important. Everybody cares about Mother's Day. Father's Day is like that day we got to be like, all right, mom got one. All right, we'll give one to dad too. And we move on with the day. Why is that? Why are dads not so loved? Anyways, you know why? Because we do different stuff. We do dad stuff. Moms love the kids. Dads love the kids enough to make life hard. I don't know if that makes sense. Dads out there, you guys get it. I need my kids to be strong out in the world. And it ain't always easy at home. But it's purposeful that way. There's a longer run. I think the kids come back and they go, thanks, Dad. I appreciate you making me a little bit tougher, right? But anyways, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on these Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings. Genuinely, I do appreciate it. I see some Father's Days coming in. Thank you guys for the Father's Day. And all the fathers out there, man. Happy Father's Day to you guys too. Seriously, I hope you guys have an amazing day, hanging out, showing out. I don't know exactly what we're going to do. We might do nothing. We might go mini golf and we'll play mini golf. On Mother's Day, I beat my wife on Mother's Day, so maybe she'll get a chance to beat me. But that's not what's going to happen. What's the name of your book on stretching? Oh, it's not a book that I put out into the world. I believe it's Ishel. So it's years ago I had a book, not even a book, a PDF I created that I gave out to people that were part of my clientele at my gym. It's a stretch routine. It's a whole like recovery stretching routine program. Reach out to me. I'll send it to you. It doesn't bother me. I don't sell it. Just send me an email, contact@anthonytrucks.com. My team will get it out to you. But outside of that, man, you guys have a phenomenal day. It is Friday. It's a beautiful Friday as far as I know. We got a little heat wave going on in California. But here, seriously, take the time to recover yourself. Take the time to take a break, pull back from the craziness of the world, breathe. The world's not going to fall apart if you give yourself a day. It's not. The world's going to still be here when you come back after watching your TV shows and eating your ice cream and hanging out with your friends and just releasing all the craziness. But here's the cool thing. When I came back, my laptop, took it out of the freezer and came back to work, it functioned just fine. It just needed a cool down. And when it cooled down, it got back to normalcy. So sometimes you just need a little bit of a cool down and then come back to normalcy. Drop the temperature a little bit, cool your brain off, stop going so crazy in your head. And that's my message for you. Pre-order for the book. Oh, James West wants to know how to pre-order the book, and then I got to go to a meeting. So I'm going to put a little link up here. If you guys go to identityshiftbook.com, and it goes 3 steps. You go buy the book, you come back, put the receipt in, and then use the code FREEBIES. And when the book comes out, not only will the book come to you, but I'll also be immediately giving you in the inbox, in the email, the morning of, you'll get the audiobook. So if you like to walk and listen to the audiobook, you'll hear my voice talking through the entire book for you. You'll hear or actually see the digital version. So if you want to read on your phone, you want to read on a Kindle, you want to read on an iPad, you can do that. And also you get a free workbook. It's a $97 workbook I'm giving away for free. My team has designed this really beautiful workbook that goes along. So if you're like, I've loved hearing Anthony, I wonder what his coaching is like, and you don't want to join the program, this is a great way to kind of be introduced to what it is I do through me walking, guiding you through the process of the book, right? But then the work you can actually do in the back end to make the shifts I talk about in the book. So thank you, James. I didn't even think about saying that, but that's it. IdentityShiftBook.com, and then use the code FREEBIES when you get to step 3. That's it, you guys. Take care. God bless you. Take a break this weekend. It's Father's Day for the fathers, man. Take a load off a little bit for the mothers out there in the world, or non-mothers and fathers, for the sons and daughters. Also have a phenomenal weekend. So take care. God bless. Appreciate you guys. See you on Monday. I'm out. See ya.